Hello guys. Today I'm thrilled to announce one of our talent student, Mr. Ranjit, who started his career as a UI designer in Emphasis and later he successfully transformed his career as a data scientist and within the same company with IJP. Usually IJPs will be very less chances, but most of the companies encouraging them. So right. So we'll meet today Ranjit. Ranjit, you have initially started working with Emphasis as a UI designer, right? So
Yes, yes.
before we are entering into the actual session, could you please brief about you, how you started your career and when your graduation completed and these things, and where are you from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, myself. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. So, to start off, myself, Ranjit, I'm from Bangalore. So, I completed my graduation of engineering in the stream of computer science in the year 2021. So, soon after my graduation, I was looking for a job wherein it was difficult for a fresher to get a job. So, after that, I joined a course on the stream of Java. So, Java was my first prominence when I was like learning in my college days as well. So I got trained in Java. So based on that skill set, I joined Emphasis. So initially, I was put into web development, where I was like put into training inside the organization for 3 months, based on like front end and back end technologies. So based on that technologies, I was put into a project on UI development, where I was working basically on Angular. Like I was not much I was not willing to do coding, even though even I was from computer science background. So this one I have to highlight for everyone, stating that it's not mandatory for one who is from IT background to step into coding, even if they are not willing to. Even though even I was working, so even I was not getting an opportunity to speak with my managers or the management, stating that I'm not willing to do, because as a fresher we have to cope up with the company strategies and all. Companies rules we need to follow. So at that time I was not given a chance to speak up about my opinion. So like even though when I was working on, I was simultaneously looking for other technical skills where it involved less coding and less technical knowledges and all. So at that time, I came to know about data analyst roles and data scientist roles. When I started searching through YouTube, at that time I came to know about KSR Datavision. There I saw Mr. Santosh giving his lectures on Power BI. So I went through some of the case studies in the YouTube about Power BI. Then I started gaining much interest in that tool as well as technology. Then gradually I went through the playlist that was posted in the YouTubes. Then I reached out to Mahesh as well as to know more about the particular skills, whether it is suitable for me. And I spoke up with him and discussed about my problems as well. So he suggested that this technology is currently booming, so one can opt for this technology. So I went and spoke up and got feedback from my stating that this is a perfect course for one who is not willing to do coding. Even though it involves a bit of coding, it will not be much. So it will not be that much challenging as compared to what you're doing now. So I opted for this particular technology.
Okay, great. So you actually opted for data analytics or data science?
So I took the course for, I thought of, first my initial thought was to join data analyst. So then I began wondering that if I join for data analyst now, in my upcoming future, there will be a necessary for me to learn Python as well, or machine learning as well in the near future.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
let me start at least to know something from now only, so that it might help me in my future as well. So
Yes, yes.
currently, I like my prime skill set will be based on Power BI only, but gradually even I'm started learning Python and machine learning as well. So as I've joined the data scientist course as well. So I've
From Koti sir, right? He joined with
yes,
the
good.
Koti sir session. So UI UX designer also, I guess some coding will be there, right?
Yes, coding is there.
Why you felt like compared to that data science is better, and any reason particularly?
Like data science in the sense, for UI development, people might start expecting to learn Java as well in the future. Like front end, back end, both technologies must be very good, they will expect. But when it comes to data science profile, one can, for front end part, we can be we can have a good grip on like Power BI, Tableau, any of those reporting tools. From the back end, if we are good enough in like database, so we can manage to some extent compared to learning both front end and back end in Java or Angular. So learning Power BI and database side, we can manage front end and back end.
Yeah, good to know. So, how your experience? Like, maybe you first you go on through with some of YouTube videos. Later, you approached me. Maybe I am suggesting depends on their background and current situation. So, I won't suggest all the people either data analytics, and I won't suggest all the people to data science. Depends on their background. I will try to suggest. Ultimately, choosing a course, it depends on the individuals.
Yes.
But I will suggest differently, right? So, you
Mhm.
chosen data science. Like, how you felt like from the joining date onwards, like till you are moving. So entire experience, what kind of hurdles you faced actually? So what kind of other situations you felt like this is maybe becoming tough, or else you felt it's very easy? So how you faced these challenges?
Like soon after when I joined the course, the first module that was taught in the course was related to SQL. So learning database was not that much challenging because I was since I was from computer science background, I was aware of few of the basic things from the SQL part. So that was not much challenging. So Power BI was completely a new thing. Like we had from our college as well, there was no much inclusions related to Power BI. So Python and Power BI was a bit challenging. At that time, I managed somehow because Power BI it is more of visualizations. Or when it comes to DAX, we need to perform some functionalities. I mean, certain codings will be involved. But yeah, gradually I started gaining interest. Right. So if we are having interest, means even if it's difficult, means we can cross
Yes,
those
yes,
hurdles and all.
exactly. Passion is a very important here
Yes.
to learn something
Yes.
new, right? So it's good to know. So like usually you got opportunity within the organization, right?
Okay. Yes.
So it's a little tough. Usually, most of the companies will have IJPs, but out of the multiple people, it will be tough. But how you got this opportunity within, and how this interview happened with you, and what kind of skills they expected from you?
So the current account which I was working on when I joined the company, in that company there was no scope for data analyst or data scientist. So
Mm-hmm.
I tried my best to join some other project within the same account, but I could not get any. So I was
Mm-hmm.
moved into the bench. So at that
Mm-hmm.
time, like all other accounts will be like we can move to any account as per our wish. So at that time, we have our internal job postings platform where all the recruiters come and meet together. So at that time I got like showcased my talent and skills. So at that time I got an opportunity within the organization, but in a
Yes.
different account.
Okay.
At that
Okay.
time they were treating me as fresher itself, because since previous experience I worked on a different tool. So even they were expecting that they can't like what to say, consider me as a experienced candidate.
Yeah. Okay. So, but it's been how many days onwards you are working as a data scientist in emphasis?
As a data analyst, I've been working since 8 months,
8 months.
almost from Feb to
Okay.
almost
Okay.
February March this year.
How do you say 8 months experience? Like it's tough, or else you can able to manage and a similar kind of
Yes,
skills only used there also, right? Else how
yes,
the
yes.
situation?
So, like when compared to my previous experience where I was working in UI, this is far
Mm-hmm.
better. There,
Mm-hmm.
where like each time whenever I used to get stuck, I was clueless of what has to be done. Here, at least I have n number of open challenge, like even open answers. I can try one or two, or I have n number of trials I can perform here. But when I was
Mm-hmm.
working in UI and all, I was clueless of what to try at least. Here I
Okay.
have some idea on, or like, okay, I can try plan A or plan B, some other choices I have. But
Yeah.
even there is a challenge, but it is acceptable.
Mhm. So I just need your insight like for the new upcoming data scientist, because I'm seeing couple of people they have some when they hearing the name itself data science, they have most of the people have a fear. It's a something is a it's a kind of a heavy concept or something like but what's your thoughts, like I need your suggestion for the upcoming people, how to they can enter into the data field, and how what are the benefits in the data particularly?
Yeah, benefit to highlight few things with respect to data science profile is that the majority of them will have a fear that it involves some like when they see about machine learning, they might say, okay, there are big algorithms that are performed. When they see some Python codes, they'll be okay, there are so much big codes that are performed. It is like it is not completely related to coding. So data is
Mhm.
something different. Like one has to understand about the domain very well. So domain knowledge plays a vital role here. So
Mhm.
after understanding the domain, their analytical skills comes into picture here.
Mhm.
After performing those analytical skills, some business suggestions has to be given. So feedbacks has to be provided. So all those things mixture comes with the data analyst and the data scientist profiles.
Yes.
It is not
So
completely about coding or completely about the algorithms and all. And
yes.
more importantly, this particular technology is the one which is having bright future ahead as well for the upcoming youths.
Mm-hmm. How you feel like? I guess you attended both lectures, right? Kotis and Santosh for Power BI
Yeah,
from
Koti
Santosh and
Santosh and Uma. All
ah,
together.
okay, Uma ma'ams. Okay, and the data science concept from Koti. So compared
Yes.
to these Power BI and all, data science is little tough. Like how you feel from the Koti's way of teaching and way of teaching will be little different for sure.
Yes,
Because
yes.
the concepts also easy the Power BI. So how you
Mm.
feel like Koti's sessions particularly?
Koti sessions, he keeps the class interactive. So
Mhm.
whenever he asks any questions, he will expect the candidates to answer something. So
He
or
will
else he
wait.
will,
Usually he will wait to answer. Just I heard from
yeah.
those.
Or
Uh,
else it feels like we are losing his interest to teach us. So we should keep the
mm.
class interactive. So it will be our duty for that. Yeah, it
Yes.
was going good, but initially when I was asking questions, we were able to answer. But when it comes to machine learning topics and all, it was
Uh,
completely difficult for us as well.
okay.
So it required a lot of practice to
Yes. Yes.
to understand those concepts.
Mm. Yes.
So it
Yes.
was quite. The topic is too huge, but
Mhm.
the Koti sir tried to keep it short, and made us to understand those concepts quite well.
Yes. Actually, he
Okay.
will spend more time on the core concept like a statistics. I guess he taken statistics also almost
Yes,
20 days, right?
yes,
Yeah.
25 days almost.
So 25 days only on statistics.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Those also helps you, I guess, right?
yes,
Yeah, it's so good to know all these things. Like now, it's everything is going good. Then this project,
yes,
you are happy with
yes.
this current project.
It's
That's
going
good
good.
to know.
Yes,
Yeah, that's great. So thank you for your insight, Ranjit. Like I'm very happy for your success. Like transforming from UA design to like data science. So where people are thinking it's very tough, but we have a couple of students who transformed from agriculture BSc as well. Very soon I will introduce. They are now in a internship actually. Even while she joining also, like we felt like from agriculture BSc to data science might be tough, but good thing is she got a job in agri-tech company now. What her domain background helps her now.
um,
So similar,
yes,
like exactly, like it's a domain knowledge also is very important, and it's good to know like you started immediately. No need to wait for something, but first you started with your career, and then where you have interest and you transform. So
yes.
and thank for your feedback and thanks for your insight to the upcoming people, and all the best for Ranjit to you. So
Thanks, Mahesh.
I will hear very good things from you very soon. Okay, all the best for you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you,
you.
Mahesh.